Welcome to the IELTS review, Ken and Pauline. I am your IELTS trainer today. My name is Joe Lara. I've been teaching since 20, I think that was 2012. Yes. I started teaching Korean students when I was in Baguio City. That's where I finished my college. I started teaching
Where?
UC Baguio.
Uh,
UCBCF. Yeah.
SLU.
Ah, Makasao ako makatarusak ti Ilocano. But for this class,
Ah,
we have to speak English.
okay.
Mass comm. That's what I took.
Mm,
So you're familiar that there are so many Koreans there. So I took the advantage of, teaching as a sideline because my allowance would not be enough for my indulgences. If I want to drink on a weekend, that my
mm,
allowance is not covered for that. Will not cover for that. But yes, so that's why, like, that's when my side hustle started, and then it was continuous. Now, have completed my MBA. I'm almost done with my master's in education, and like for the English proficiency in IELTS, I am currently on the process of my certification for being a legit IELTS speaking test examiner. So please
mm.
join the IELTS review. Okay,
Okay.
so that's IELTS. What does IELTS mean? Can you read this for me, Pauline? The first bullet.
International English Language Testing System.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's what it means. It is a test designed to assess the English language ability of people when intend to study or work where English is the language of communication. What process are you trying to do, Ken? What
Um,
basa?
Basically, they just give us the program for Atlantic program and the
Hmm?
PNP.
Atlantic nomination. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I think all.
Hmm. So our purpose here is for work. Yes. What do you do, Pauline? What do you do for living? What's your work?
I'm an admin assistant.
Where?
In 2454, Abu Dhabi.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you do exactly as an admin assistant? What kind of company? What are your tasks and responsibility?
I'm working under a media company and I assist the administrative director there.
Yeah, like
Yakot!
you can do it. Kaya mo yan. Ito naman si Pauline. But yes.
Mm.
What about you, Ken? I'll get back to you, Pauline. What do you do? What's your role?
Yeah, I'm operation coordinator
Mm-hmm.
in a company of manpower supply
Mm-hmm.
here in Alrim.
A
So
rim. Yes,
yeah,
okay.
Alrim. So basically, I do manpower pooling, recruiting
Okay.
outside, inside, or what also, visa assistance,
Okay,
like
that's
that.
interesting. Yes. So, like, what is your task and responsibilities apart from giving them the procedures of the visas? Do you
Uh,
do
Mostly,
acquisition,
uh, yeah, mostly,
interviews?
yeah. Sometimes I do the interview, but mostly I handle the day-to-day HR operations.
Okay.
So I want to make all the process, visa process, all smooth. Uh, it will be always on time, like that.
Yeah. But let me ask you. So, with that kind of work background, so what type of job you'll be able to fit in when for your application?
I think if I have the opportunity to work
Mm-hmm.
as an HR coordinator,
There, yes.
I'm glad to. But I work also before for my past 4 years on my previous company. Uh, I work as in the assistant supervisor in the warehouse. So I think I prefer in the warehousing.
Okay, because you have
Because
the experience, yeah,
yeah,
like within the logistics and supply chain
because handling
background.
people, it's a bit headache for the everyday.
It is, the whole process. You'd be thinking about as I said earlier, talent acquisition. You do the
Yeah,
interview, and that does not end
interview.
there. Sick leave, annual leave, maternity leave.
Yeah,
So those procedures, people that has been terminated, resign. Do you also
yeah.
calculate the gratuity?
No, but I
Okay,
have one for the HR for our I think our HR supervisor handling that
would
one,
do
and
that.
also together with the accountant.
Okay. All right. So this is a requirement. There are two types, academic and general. I believe you are both taking general, correct?
Yes.
This is very doable. General is easier than academic. Later on, I'll discuss the differences. But yes, IELTS is if you're either going to study or you are going to apply as a professional organization in an English-speaking country. It's a must, right? If you, Ken and Pauline, are going to Canada, it's actually a melting pot of expats. So English is the language that is being used. You should be able to understand what the people there are saying, and you should be able to be understood. If you're gonna work, say for example, you're aiming to work in uh, a manpower company or in a manpower industry, so Ken would be required to deliver some of the messages, send emails, talk to people, and you should be English. I mean, you should be talking in English. How nga Ilocano. All right. Mm-hmm. So you would see there if you were aiming for okay, IELTS band score are being calculated this way. Listening, there will be a separate score for that. Reading, writing, and speaking. So there will be calculated and there will be an overall score. Correct me if I'm wrong. What was required by Can Access is for you to both an overall score, correct?
Yeah, correct.
There are agencies, say for example, like nurses, they would be required to get like or like an overall score, but just like this, they would be required to get not lower than 7.5 in reading and not lower than 7.5 in
Uh,
speaking. So it would
okay.
depend. That's why I asked you like from the last time if um like what score is required from you, but it's 6. It's definitely achievable. Pauline can actually get higher score than that.
Mhm.
Yes, Pauline. Let's
Yes.
claim for it. Let's claim for that. So band 6, if you're band 6 with this for me, Ken, what is your definition if you should get a band score here of 6? Oops, sorry. Okay, pakibasa ng 6. Read this for me.
Generally, generally, you have an effective command of the language, despite some inaccuracies, inappropriate usage, and misunderstandings. You can use and understand fairly complex language, particularly in familiar situations.
So this is your description as a band 6. And the highest score, no one gets 10, okay? The highest score is band 9. So that's like, these are your description. That's easy to achieve. Okay, this is the difference. Listening is the same. So you would have 40 items for both. general and academic, but you are getting general, so that's the same. 40 items, 1 hour, four different sections. So in listening, there are four sections. The first section, there will be like two people talking. So one giving oh no, sorry. Usually just one person talking, giving instruction. Say for example, he would give you the library curator or the librarian would give you instruction on how to use the library. Say for example, you're applying for a student visa in Canada. There's a person that will give you the instruction on how to use the library. What is the card that is needed? How much do you pay for the card? So that's it. That's the instruction, one person. Second section, two-person. Like two persons talking and given talking about usually a telephone conversation. A doctor and oh, I'm sorry, like a secretary and a patient talking about the schedule. So you have to listen to that as well. Third, three or more people talking, like a teacher and students giving the discussing about homework. It could vary, but in the first section, one person talking. Second section, two-person talking. Third section, 3 to 5 people talking. The last section, one person talking about a general, like an academic topic. Say, for example, the history of tsunami. So that's the same for general and academic. Reading, academic and general, same 60 minutes, but academic has more questions. Say, for example, I mean, words. So, say, for example, for general, 2,500 words. You will read that in 60 minutes. But for academic, 3,000 words. So, imagine you would have to read more text in academic in the same time. But in general, meanwhile, in a general, lesser words. Gets?
Gets.
Yeah. Writing. In writing, there are two tasks. Each would be 20 minutes and 40 minutes. The first task for general, you have to create a letter. Say, for example, Pauline has to write a resignation letter because she is going to Canada. So how would be her letter be like? Dear, what's the media company that you're working? What's the name?
Strategico.
What?
Strategic.
I-
Strategico.
Strategico. All right. To the manager of Strategico, I quit. I can no longer work in your company. No, I'm just kidding. But you have to like write a resignation letter to whom it may concern. Um, for the five for the past 5 years, it has been a pleasure working with your team. There are a lot of learnings that I acquired while working in your company, but I've been fortunate enough to get my application in Canada and been approved. It has been approved, and I'll be moving there in 1 month. So I had to resign to prepare for all my documents. So that could be your letter. Sincerely, Pauline. So that's the letter that you will create. Same goes for Ken. Dear company, um, I don't I I will leave you. You have given me so much stress for no, you cannot do that. It has to be formal. But it will be the first task. Second task for writing, the letter you have to do 20 minutes. You have to create a letter for 20 minutes, and then the next 40 minutes, you have to write an essay. Um, you will be given a topic. You say, where is, there are the topic, say, for example, there has been an increase of UAE nurses going outside of the country. because there is a better opportunity other than the United Arab Emirates. To what extent do you agree and disagree of these professionals leaving the country? So that's the topic. You will write 40 minutes to do an essay about that. That is for general. Academic, first task, you have to describe a graph, a pie chart, a line graph, a bar graph. So you have to explain that. So both are equally, we would not say that academic is more difficult, but we would say that both have same challenges. And then for the second part, it's also an essay. Gets the bit difference? For general, create a letter and an essay. 20 minutes for the letter, 40 minutes for the essay.
Okay.
Speaking is just 15 minutes. 3 sections. First section for the speaking, you will be asked about facts about yourself. How is your town, like, describe your hometown. Where are you from in the Philippines, Pauline?
I'm from La Union.
La Union. What about you, Ken?
I'm from Ordoneta.
Okay. Ilocano, puro pala itong mga to. Yes. So the first part, facts about yourself. They'll be talking about, they'll be asking about your educational background, um, work, family, hometown. Those are the possible questions. Facts about yourself. Second part of the speaking, you will be given a task. You will be given a topic. Say, describe your hometown. Where is the best place to go there? How to get to that place? And what would you recommend? And how are you going to invite a friend to go there? So that's the second task. You will be handed a paper. There's a paper that you will read 1 minute. And then after that, 2 minutes, you will speak continuously. And then last part is a question and answer portion. You will be asked for a question and then you will answer like in a longer, like an opinionated question following to the second part. So that's for the speaking. Question for so far?
No.
No.
All right. Let's begin. These are your tongue twisters. Ken, first one.
She sells seashells by the seashores.
Okay, you read it by twos. She
Yes.
sells by the seashore. All right, one more time, Ken.
She sells seashells by the seashores.
Faster.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Faster.
She sells seashells by the seashores.
All right. Seashore. All right, next.
Seashore.
Pauline, how can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Pauline?
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a
Faster.
clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
Okay. So next we have Betty Butter bought some butter. Ken?
Betty Butter bought some butter. Betty
One more.
Butter bought some butter.
Faster.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
Okay. Next, I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Pauline?
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a
Eating.
kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
One more time.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
Probably this is a tiger. If uh, a tiger cub because it's eating a whole chicken. All right, next. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. Ken?
I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
One more.
Wait. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
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 Okay, last time.
I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
All right. Lastly, we have Pauline. 4 fine fresh fishes for you.
4 fine fresh fishes for you. 4 fine fresh fishes for you.
Last time.
4 fine fresh fishes. 4 fine fresh fishes for you.
All right. So we have to be mindful of that. That's just an exercise. All right. Commonly mispronounced words. Why is it important for us to know the proper pronunciation of words? Because when we are there in Canada, we should be understood and we should understand what these people are saying. So we have to be aware of the proper pronunciation. We say climb. Repeat after me. Say climb.
Climb.
Walang B. It's climb. Climbing. Mountain climbing. Yes, that's a silent B. We say Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Walk.
Walk.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Yes. Walang B. Dumb.
Dumb.
Yes.
Oh.
Comb.
Comb.
Yes. Walang B. Comb.
Comb.
Yes. Can I borrow your comb, please? Yes. But sasabihin mo, pahirap, can I borrow your comb? Comb. Hindi ka pala naiintindihan kasi mali pala yung pronunciation mo. So, we just have to be aware. And these are the commonly mispronounced words. You say thumb.
Thumb.
Thumbs up. Thumb.
Thumbs up.
Walang B. That's like thumb.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Thumbs
Bomb. Wala ding B. You say bomb.
Bomb.
Lem.
Lem.
Oh, by the way, that's lip balm, huh? Kita mo yung B-A-L-M? So, can I borrow your lip balm, please? Hindi siya lip balm. You say lip balm. Yes.
Lip balm.
Debt.
Debt.
That's not debt. It's debt. Utang. Debt. Doubt.
Doubt.
Subtle.
Subtle.
Walang B. Edge.
Edge.
Hedge. Hedge. Pledge.
Pledge.
Grudge. Dodge. Sandwich. Walang D. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yes.
Sandwich.
Can I get a chicken sandwich, please? All right. Can I get a sandwich, please? That's true. These English speakers, they would spell it, but they won't read it. You say sandwich, chicken sandwich. All right. Order a chicken sandwich for me. I'm in a McDonald's. I'm in McDonald's, Canada. Pauline, you want to get a burger sandwich. Can you order? Mag-order ka sa akin. O, kanyari nasa McDonald's tayo, tapos mag-order ka. How are you gonna say it?
Can I have one sandwich, please?
Oh. Yes, how you say sandwich. All right, say handsome. Walang D.
Handsome. Yes,
you say stop. Walk. Half. Would. Should. Folk. Talk. Could. Calf. Yeah. So what's a calf? Yung babing kalabaw, babing cow. Calf. Affidavit. Yes, ano siya? F-U-H yung ano, affidavit. Business. Candidate. Candidate number 1. It's not candidate. Candidate. February. Fiscal. Liable. Niche. Picture. Yes, diba ang arte? Picture.
Chance.
You say specific,
Specific.
Specific.
sweet,
Sweet.
ask,
Ask.
buzz,
Buzz.
busy,
Busy.
clothes,
Clothes.
comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yes. Although it's just proper that you say comfortable. But because when you try the native like English speakers when they speak they try to omit words to probably make the phrases or the sentences shorter. So we say like comfortable. Are you comfortable in your seat? Yes, I'm comfortable. Yes.
Comfortable.
So that's like we omitted some words there. Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yes. Education.
Education.
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yes,
Lettuce.
hindi siya lettuce. When you say like, can I get a lettuce, please? No,
Lettuce.
it's lettuce. I don't want lettuce in my sandwich. Okay. Coming right up. Yes, you say lettuce.
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 Private.
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 Public.
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 Salmon.
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 Yes, so hindi siya
Salmon.
salmon, it's salmon. Siyempre dito sa Lulu
Salmon.
Exchange, mag-order kayo just sa, just sa Lulu's Express, yes. Just sa Lulu Express, if you order like that fish, eh pag sinabi mong salmon, baka hindi ka nila maintindihan. But when you get there, in Canada, English salmon, can I get
Salmon.
1 kilo of salmon, please? All right, salmon. And lastly, you say steady.
Study.
Study. Hindi sta.
Study.
Study.
Arte nyo na after this class. There are a lot of silent letters, so we will go through them in the succeeding sessions. Okay. We'll go back to those, but let's see first for the listening. I think it was talking that they needed it. Speaking pala. Yeah, let's try to begin with speaking. Again, speaking, 3 sessions. Before speaking, make sure that your tongue is connected to your brain. What does it mean? Ken, when they say before speaking, make sure that your tongue is connected to your brain. What does it mean for you?
For me, I guess it should be connected to your brain while you speak. Is because what's called this one? At least you have the ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell me. Like you, before you go there for the speaking test, before you speak, make sure that your tongue is connected to your brain.
Yes, correct.
What about for you, Pauline? What does it mean for you? Ano ibig sabihin nito?
I think before you answer, you should think first.
Yes, that's true. You think for what are you gonna say to the examiner. All right. Read this for me, please, Ken. Skill assess. The first one. A wide.
Ability. A wide range of speaking skills is assessed, including ability to communicate opinion and information on everyday topics, experiences, etc., by answering a range of questions. Ability to speak at length using appropriate language and organizing ideas coherently. Ability to express and justify opinion and to analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues.
So these are the skills that will be assessed this will be the things that they will check on the speaking test. Timing 11 to 14 minutes. A face-to-face interview when an examiner and a speaking test is recorded. They will record it. So that means the person that you are talking there is not necessarily the one that will check your test. Record lang nila yon. But someone will check it like altogether, all the exams. The examiner is not the one that will give you the score. There are three parts. One, introduction and interview. An examiner confirms candidate identity and asks general questions on familiar topic. Part two, individual long turn, 3 to 4 minutes. Candidate will give you a task card. That's the one that I'm talking about, like a paper that have question. That's the task card. 1 minute to read it, 2 minutes for you to talk about the topic. Part three, two-way discussion. So question and answer. Okay, here are the do's. Okay, what are your do's, Pauline?
Be confident, friendly, maintain eye contact, excitement, vocabulary, expand your answers.
Yeah, that's true. In the part one, because for the part one, you will be asked about personal questions. So be confident. How can you lie about something that you already know? Okay, Pauline, what is the best place to visit in La Union? That's the question. How are you going to answer it? Go ahead.
Parang kakatanong lang namin sa isa't isa nung nakarang araw.
Ah, like what is the best place? All right.
Okay.
Answer it, but in English. Okay, cool. Pauline, your turn. What is the best place to visit in La Union?
I think the best place to visit in our hometown is the beaches.
Hmm.
Alam,
Yeah.
expand.
Yes, that's true. Now I was about to say expand. Now it's the say the name of the beach. What is it to
Oh,
do and describe it?
okay.
Yeah.
Describe.
Mm.
The beaches there is
Calm
Yeah, it did
water.
yes. Yeah, it did describe more. You can describe it like um the name of the beach is what's the name of the beach?
let's say San Juan La Union.
Ah, okay.
There waves, ma-waves doon.
Okay, yes.
Marami nagsisurf.
Yeah, see, that's the those are the things that you will describe. So the beaches in San Juan La Union, it is well known for its high waves. So that's the reason why there are so many surfers. San Juan is being a tourist spot right now for surfers, for all the people around the country. At the same time, tourists, like foreigners, just to experience the surfing in the San Juan Beach. So you can expand it that way. I-describe mo siya. Paano mo siya i-expand? I-describe mo uh yung place. What about you? Ken, what is the best place to visit in Urdaneta?
I think to visit in Urdaneta, I think don't have anything.
There's still you cannot say that in the exam.
Wala talaga eh. Walang ano.
Mall, what about
Walang
mall? A
mapunta sa
park, a
Urdaneta.
museum.
Mall. Yeah, we have only one mall there. It's called the SM Ordaneta. So it's the best place to hang out. It's near only in the city. You can just walk or use transportation using tricycle, jeepney, bus. So you can access to that mall.
Uh,
And also there is a lot of market outside. You can try something that proudly Ordaneta foods the legacy that you can try to eat.
Good. See, that's it. That's how you expand it. That's true. When you're talking about factual things about your experience, experience mo yun, paano ka magsisinungaling, di ba? You draw your sentences, your description from your own experience. You just described it. So this is a technique, a good technique when you're expanding it. Relate it on your own story. Okay? I'll ask you more later on. So what are your don'ts? Speak with monotone. So kapag if you just have like one tone, you kind of be like a robot. Kita mo yung sa TikTok, yung sabi yung ganyan, yung tono ng TikTok when you play it, when they ask to like read. Di ba sa TikTok may nagbabasa ng mga words na type mo? Are you familiar with that?
Okay.
Yes, so that's monotone. Parang robot. Walang rising and falling intonation. There is no soft and like loud. So you just speak on a monotone. So don't be like that. Don't. Don't give yes or no answer. You can say, what is the best place to visit in your hometown? There's no place to visit in my hometown. So you don't say that. So you find like the best. It should always be like a positive answer. Repeat. Don't. Okay. Repeat the question says here. What is the best place to visit in your hometown? And then you're asked, and then your answer is, what is the best place to visit in my hometown? So that's a don't. You don't repeat the question. You rephrase it. The best place to visit in my hometown is. Yes, Pauline earlier did a nice job with that. You did not repeat, but you answer it directly, repeating the words from the question. Gets? Huwag mong ulitin yung question. Tinanong ka na ganyan, anong pangalan mo? Ano ang pangalan ko? So, ganun na yung dapat ang sagot mo na, ang pangalan ko ay, yes. So, you answer it right away, no? Using the words from the question. Don't go off topic. You are asked about a good place in your hometown, and then you suddenly are talking about your work, 'di ba? So off topic ka na. What was asked, a good place in your hometown. Ano yung magandang lugar sa inyo? And then you started describing your work, then that's already going off topic. And that's a markdown. Don't answer I don't know. Don't answer I don't know. So,
Kailangan mapasyalan
Kaya
doon.
ako maisip eh.
speak too quickly or too slowly. You just speak in a natural phase. So long as you get understood, they take your time. This is also a technique, no? When you speak fast, kasi you're only given certain time, especially for task 2. Ito sa task 1 lang naman to. Um, ma, ma, you might feel that the 2 minutes is too long. Pero if you speak on the natural phase, in a neutral phase, like it's not too slow, it's not too quick, makukomplete mo yung 2 hours mo. May masasabi ka doon. Don't worry about perfect English. You can make mistakes, but just be aware and correct it quickly. Diba? Kung aware ka na nagkamali ka dun sa sinabi mo or may mali ka sa nasabi mo, you correct it right away. Diba? So what are your question? Part 1 pa lang to ha. What are your question for part 1? Ito na siya. These are sample question for part 1. What is your full name? All right. Ken, what is your full name?
My full name is Ken Luis Cordova.
Pauline, what is your full name?
My name is Pauline Cordova.
Okay. So that's a sample. Now, this is still part of part 1. Part 1 to ha. Sabihin natin ito mga 3 minutes within that 14 minutes span of minutes. Can you describe your job to me? Ken, describe your job to me. Part 1 na to
Yeah.
ng speaking test. These are the actual questions that you will get. Ito na siya.
Ito
Okay.
na.
Ito na siya.
Ito na ang exam.
Okay. My current job now is operations coordinator. So basically, we're handling manpower supply, giving the services to other companies if they have requirements,
Mhm.
and hmm,
Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Yes. Sound confident, okay? My job
hmm,
is I am like this I would say like um
my job is.
My
yes.
job is,
Pauline,
Mhm.
your turn. Describe can you describe your job to me, please?
my job is, I'm working as an admin assistant, and my main task there is to, nahihiya talaga ako.
Tayo lang
My
'to, ito
main
naman.
task, my main task is, ano ba yan? My main task are, um, assisting the office and checking the requirements for the daily, no, checking daily requirements, office requirements, assisting the admin director for the letters, emails, reminding the management, setting up the appointments or meetings.
Period. Yeah. That's
Period.
already yes, that's already a good answer. So this is for the these are the questions that you will receive on the task 1. Um okay, so we will go over that in the next section. I mean sessions. But yes, this is it. Part 2, what are your do's? All right. What are your do's in part 2? Can you read this for me? Ken? Do's.
Do's. Take notes, write keywords, organize.
Mm-hmm.
Cover every point.
Mm-hmm.
Point to point as you talk. Use a personal experience or lie.
Mm-hmm.
Expand and organize. Use introductory phrases I want to talk about. Use transition, first of all, secondly, finally, then, next, after that. Speak loudly.
Okay, so these are your do's. These are the things that you would do for the task 2. Again, you will be given a task card. What are your don'ts? Pauline.
Memorize the answers, write too much, panic, breathe, focus on one point, use boring words, good, bad, give short answers, go off topic, worry about accent, say things clearly.
Okay, that's true. These are your don'ts. So do not memorize the words, do not panic, do not use boring words, and do not go off topic. This is a sample of the question. This is the task. Take 1 minute to prepare a talk for the following subject. 1 minute mo lang siyang magpe-prepare. You're only given 1 minute. Take note if you like to remember including reasons. You should speak for between to 2 minutes. All right. Timer. I'll put at the timer. Kuha kayo ng papel dyan. Get a piece of paper for both of you. One for you, Ken. One for you, Pauline. Say if you're ready.
Ready?
All right, 1 second. I'll set a 1 minute timer. I want you to read this and then answer it. Draft your answer. I'll give you 1 minute. Starts. Your 1 minute starts now. Seryoso na ha. All right, stop. So the draft niyo yan. Anong gagawin niyo? What are you gonna do with those answers? 1 second. What are you gonna do with those answers? This will be your guide. You should be able to answer the following. Describe a beauty place in your country. So that's the whole Philippines. Maybe you have traveled to Boracay. Where is it? How to get there? What there is to do when you are there, and explain why and recommend this place. Okay, let me put the timer for 2 minutes. Let me do it first. Timer starts now. A beautiful place in my country, um, the most tourist, like the best place I would say is Boracay, Boracay Beach. It is multiple times named as one of the best beaches in Asia. It is in the Visayas region of the country, and from the mainland Manila, it would take 45 minutes plane ride. It would be tedious if you would take the bus, so I highly suggest that the plane would be the best way to get there. You might need to spend 1,500 for the plane ticket going, and another 5,000 pesos going back to Manila. So you have to prepare 3,000 for that. And once you get there, you need to probably bring 10,000 pesos as your pocket money, because you need to pay for the lodging, you need to pay for the food, and the food is amazing. So that's the things that you need to prepare. The best time to go there is during the summer, so that will be from February to May, when there is less rain in the Philippines, so you can get to enjoy the beautiful sun during the summertime. I highly recommend this place for all the Filipinos, because it's a talk about place in the whole world. I would see that there are campaigns outside the country, especially in Korea, that Boracay is being promoted. So might as well we Filipinos visit one of our best beaches in the country. So that will be Boracay Island. 2 minutes. So that's 2 minutes. Nasaan ba yung cellphone ko? Ayan. So that's 2 minutes for me. That's what are you gonna do doon sa yung sinulat nyo. Alright, you ready for your 2 minutes? Si Ken
Please.
muna.
Ikaw muna. Ba't ako?
Alright, reset. Your 2 minutes. Ken starts now.
The beautiful place to visit in our country, I suggest it will be Baguio City, because it called this place called the summer capital of the Philippines. So how do you get there? You can for the transportation, we're using a bus or a private car. So to reach there, it will cost you around, I think, 350 to 500. I think that is, I think, 3 years ago when I used the bus going to Baguio. So the place I can recommend to visit is Burnham Park, which is good for family bonding, and also activities. There is a lot of activities you can do, like skating, uh, boating, and cycling also. And this is a good place also for uh, go to see a nice view of the mountains that we call what do you call this one? You can see a lot of mountains, and especially if you will go there, you will love the cold weather. It sometimes it would go 5 degrees Celsius, and I really
All right,
recommend
time's
this
up.
for.
That's your 2 minutes. Good. That's a good job, Ken. You were able to like maximize your 2 minutes. So that's a good job.
2 minutes.
Yes. Two.
Oh,
That's 2 minutes. You did a good job there. Some of my students won't have enough. Like won't be able because they're too nervous. They won't be able to say any. They won't complete the 2 minutes. But yeah, that's a good job. Pauline, you ready? Resetting the time now. Your 2 minutes starts now.
I would suggest Palawan in our country, and how you can go there by going to Manila by and through Manila you will go by plane, and through there you will go by transportation by land. The Palawan is located in Visayas area of the Philippines. And um, the activities there, the activities you can do there is island hopping and by kayaking, snorkeling, and I would recommend this place because the islands there are very different, and the people there are nice. Wala na akong sabi.
Okay, you still have 40 seconds to say. You're doing okay, you're right, you're doing it. I mean, you're there. Nasagot mo yung where it is, how to get there. Pero nandun ka na sa last question, explain why. So, ang gagawin mo ngayon for the next 40 seconds, i-describe mo yung one place para mapahaba mo, expand. Sa Palawan, underground river. Saan pa? Subterranean river. Ano pa ba yung napuntahan mo sa Palawan? Coron? Kayaking? Describe it. Ano ba? El
Nido.
Nido.
Okay.
Describe it. Um, it's really recommend because it's very Instagrammable. When you take pictures, you would get a very nice facade of the mountain that are partly in the water. The greenery in Palawan is just magnificent. So you can start describing the place that you saw. All right, 40 seconds. Pauline, you can do it. Describe. 40 seconds starts now.
And I recommend this place because of the fresh seafoods that I taste there. Ano ba yan?
Go on, go on.
Hmm.
All right, go on. Yung seafood. What seafood did you eat? We ordered. Yes. Where did you order? What is that restaurant? How does it taste? Describe it. Was it easy to eat? Crab? How was it cooked? All right, we'll resume. You still have 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Sorry, 18 seconds. Ready? Go, let's go.
You must try seafood there is the shrimps, crabs,
Muscles.
mussels. But hirap talaga.
All right,
Pusit.
2 minutes. Yeah, right. Your 2 minutes is time's up. But yeah, that's how we do it, no? How do we expand we describe it. We explain what we saw there. Like make use of your senses. Your sense of sight, ano yung nakita mo, ano yung naamoy mo, ano yung naramdaman mo, ano yung nalasahan mo. So those are your fine senses. What you've seen, what you've smelled, what you tasted, what you felt. So that will add to your description. And this is 2 minutes. But it's you're getting there. Don't worry, Pauline. We have a lot of time to practice. So that is part two. Lastly, we have the part three. Ito yung sample ng part three. These are not necessarily a follow-up question, but it is related to the main topic, like tourism. Attitude to tourism. Ito na yung mga pang-miss you na question. All right, let me ask this to Ken. So 1 minute lang to. You just take 1 minute to answer this. Why do you think people like to travel to different places in their free time? Ken?
Yeah, people like to travel to different places for in their free time because people nowadays usually they don't have enough time because of their work. So if they have the free to travel to different places, that will be that would be wrong tawag dun
A
kasi.
break, a vacation?
Yeah, break, vacation, take a leisure and relax and help mind free, not
There,
thinking the work.
yes, period. Oh, okay. That's it. It's okay. That's a good answer. So that's true. That's whenever we have the time we travel because we want to take off from work and just relax and not think about the task because work can wait. All right. Next question is for Pauline. How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future? Pang Miss U mas pang Miss Universe to sa'yo, Pauline. How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future?
I can see nakakainis.
Sa tingin mo paano nagbabago yung tourism sa Pilipinas? Sabihin natin na in the future, dahil nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, yung tao ngayon nalilimitahan na lang yung number ng mga turista. Madaming requirement, kailangan bago ka makapunta sa isang location, kailangan wala kang sakit, may health pass ka. Alright, sige yun dun ka base your answer from there, Pauline. How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future?
I can see tourism changing in our country by having many requirements once you travel in different places.
Because?
Mm.
Because of the current pandemic that we experience, the
People want to
local
be safe.
peoples, yes.
People want to be
Yes.
safe and be healthy. No, that's okay. It's okay. I'll get to teach you your answers in the future. Um